Elevated Eric. Well, what's up, man? Welcome to the Lifted Studio.
I appreciate you having me, Mo.
Yeah. I'm actually happy we actually made it happen. It's a pleasure.
It is a pleasure, man. I remember my first time coming in here.
Yeah. It was a good time, huh?
I wasn't completely sober, that's for sure. But
Yeah. Was that like a couple months ago? Six, 7 months ago?
6 or 7 months ago, man.
Yeah.
That was before my business and everything that I was working on actually took off. I was just out here having a good time, partying, celebrating shit.
Downtown, yeah.
Downtown.
Yeah, downtown Orlando. Shout out to our city here. So, how's the health insurance stuff going, man?
The health and life insurance is going real good.
Yeah?
Real good, man. We just opened up a 2,000 square foot office in Tampa, and we outgrew it in 60 days. So we actually had to get a second floor, 6,000 square foot. We just upgraded in Orlando. We got 4,500 square foot here with 40 agents. That's where I just came from before I met you here. We were doing content all day. And then we just signed the lease today on an office in Pompano, Fort Lauderdale area.
Oh, Pompano Beach. I love that place, man.
Yeah, man. We got a lot of South Florida agents looking to come on board and get on the train and see what we got going on.
It's amazing, bro. I love all the short content that you're doing on Instagram. It's definitely it's trending right now. You have very good quality content, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I know it probably sucked ass a little bit last year, and I knew that, man. I was throwing money at the wall until it stuck with content teams. But I finally found my guy who's actually in here right now, Raw, with Raw Media, man. And ever since then, we literally posted a video today. I don't know if you've seen it on my Instagram where he added me. And it was 7 months ago. It was about the time that I met you. And I told him, we just got a new content guy named Raw. I promise you, with the content that we're putting out now, we will be one of the largest lead companies in the country within 6 to 12 months.
Oh, yeah.
And now we are. And we're literally 7 months later.
So besides the insurance, it's about the leads now.
Absolutely, because the biggest problem with the insurance industry is there's not a good lead vendor. Lead vendors are shady. They resell leads when they say they're exclusive. You got agents dialing these leads, paying $20, $30, $40 a lead, and when they get on the phone with them, they're like, "Fuck off! Like I never filled this out, or I'm not interested, or whatever the case may be."
Yeah, it's like an Indeed, like a general website. It doesn't really give you the actual the leads that you need,
I love that you just said that. It's a landing page that has no real information, no credibility.
It just gives you people, sends people your way, and maybe out of 100 you probably find one good person.
And it's bait and switch too.
Yeah.
So it's like, get life insurance for $9.99. Nobody gets life insurance for $10 a month.
Yeah.
Unless you're children.
Yeah, go ahead and grab that if you can. Yeah. It probably sounds a little better.
Shit, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Anyways, at the end of the day, there's a lot of bait and switch, a lot of lead vendors out there that don't have any credibility. So what I did last year was, the reason why I got into content was I was like, well, the insurance industry is outdated. You still got motherfuckers going to people's houses, knocking on doors, selling policies, door knocking.
Oh, really?
It's 2023.
It's still a thing.
Bro, it's still a thing. Still right now. There's people that don't even believe in what I'm doing because they're so stuck in their old ways. So I came into the insurance industry. I said, well, if content is working for every other industry, Amazon, Walmart, real estate, coaching, consulting, why the fuck won't it work for insurance?
Yeah.
So I started doing content, putting out free value, and I started noticing I would get clients or people that would reach out and want to hear more about our products and services. And then I started noticing it also worked well for recruiting. People want to join us.
I feel like the way you do it, it's so clean, it's so professional that people want to do what you do. You're a great example of, you're showing that you could be very successful at doing it, and it attracts a different type of people,
Well, I mean, what's your average life insurance ad look like? You got a 50-year-old.
It's boring.
You got a bald-headed. Well, I'm bald too, but I got a tatted hairline. I fixed that a long time ago with some ink. But you got.
We gotta zoom into that.
Yeah, you gotta zoom into that right there. But you got an average, 50-year-old white dude saying, "Hey, man, I'd love to sell you some life insurance." With me, I'm tatted up, and I'm like, "Listen, man, we fucking fuck over at Insurance Elevated. We got access to all the best carriers. We're gonna take care of you." I mean, at the end of the day, I'm me. I'm not going to change me. You got guys who follow Gary
guidelines
Vee and all
shit.
these guys, fuck this, fuck that. I brought into the insurance industry what everybody else wanted to be and truly put their personality out there, but they're so scared because the insurance industry is old, outdated. They're scared to act that way. So I went against the grain, and it worked.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But you're creating a different type of content too. You're not only trying to sell people, but like you said, you're recruiting the best of the best. So you moved to Tampa, right? Mm-hmm. So you first started
just
here in
bought a house
Orlando
last week.
Oh yeah, congratulations!
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I saw that. It looks sick.
Yeah, my first $1 million home. It felt good, proud that I could go in and I could, change certain things, different blinds, different this, different that, because, it's brand new construction. It was my first time ever being able to do that at that scale. I flipped 4 properties in the past before where I'm from, Polk County.
But now there's the budget where you could just ball out, do whatever you want.
Not that type of budget, man. That's a whole different ball game. And honestly, man, it's not even about the money. It's about being able to just fucking do it.
Yeah, man.
That's the difference.
That's good. Yeah, so tell me a little bit about your routine, man. Like, I'm sure what do you do? Like, your daily routine.
So, it's very unorthodox, right? I will tell you, man, like right now we're drinking tequila, having a good time on a Thursday. I usually don't do this. This is a special occasion because actually I was looking forward to when you reached out to me to do this. So, but usually Monday through Friday, no alcohol. I'm in the gym 4 days a week. I wake up when I was an agent, I woke up at 6:15 every day because I needed to start dialing and be on the phones trying to reach out to people at 8 a.m. But now that I'm a CEO, I get a little bit more rest because the main objective of a CEO is to make 3 to 4 major decisions to push the company forward in a way that the masses will follow, positive leverage, et cetera. There's a lot of different things that go into that. And honestly, I didn't know shit about fuck when it came to being a CEO last year. I was just a gun-ho agent that wanted everybody to make money, and I wasn't going to let anyone tell me no, But now I have 240 people that rely on me. So my habits, are more important than my goals.
You're no longer working for just yourself. You're working and you have a big team behind you that need to follow your leads.
So it's funny you asked me about a routine because I feel like your routine is more important than your goals because how the fuck are you going to hit a goal if you can't even get the fuck out of bed in the morning?
Exactly, yeah.
Right? So definitely get up every day around 7:15. The first thing I do is I take my dog out for a walk to get fresh air. My dog Giovanni, little Frenchie that I got, because I like the vitamin D. Vitamin D is important. I do that, come back in. I do a smoothie every single morning with kale, spinach, peanut butter, whey protein, egg whites, right? Liquid egg whites. I throw oatmeal, blend that up. That's my breakfast every morning. Man.
Nice.
It's quick. It digests.
Quick and light, or is it
quick
like
and light?
heavy?
But that's the thing. When you first wake up in the morning, your body's still turning on.
Yeah. I can't. Like sometimes I wake up, I can't eat anything.
You can't eat because it's real food, and your body's trying to digest it, or it's too much. With a smoothie, you get all your nutrients right then and there. Throw some blueberries, throw some raspberries for your antioxidants, and your body's being able to absorb it way better from sleeping all night and being asleep.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the first thing I do. I feel like it gets me ahead of the game. Second thing, I don't even go to the office until 10 a.m.
You hit the gym first?
Honestly, I'm going to start hitting it in the morning. I'm transitioning. I used to hit it from 12 to 2. I take that lapse in between, and I'll tell you why in a second. So from in the morning, I'm at the house from 8 to 10. I take my most important phone calls from 8 to 10 when I'm not around any of the agents, no distractions, no nothing, because I genuinely need to think because my decisions are a lot more broad now. Now, 10 a.m., coming to the office, I'm there till about 12:30. Then I go to the gym. The reason why is because I want to reset. The gym helps me reset, helps me get going because I'll stay at the office till 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night.
I'm sure.
Right? So go to the gym. I eat again, energy drink at 2 p.m., 2:30. I go all the way till 9, 10 o'clock at night. And that's my day. And, 10 o'clock, I definitely do 30 to 45 minutes of Netflix at night because that's how I relax. Anybody else can say that they read, they write things down, they do this, they do that.
Yeah, by the time you get home, you're already tired.
Yeah, I've read one fucking book in 10 years.
Yeah.
The book was Relentless by Tim Grover, and it taught me to not give a fuck what people think. Like, I'm a winner and I'm great.
I like the mindset, yeah.
Bro, he was Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant's trainer. And he talks about why they were so different, why they expected greatness out of everybody. Because not a lot of people are going to understand my vision or my level of work ethic. Yeah. They're going to think that I'm crazy or tell me no, which I was told, half the time when building this company. But that's my routine pretty much every day because I'm bigger on experiencing that 70, 80, 90 hours a week with my purpose because money was important when I didn't have any. Now that I have it, it's purpose. It's, okay, how many people can I show how to make this money? Because, when I bought my Rolex, my chain, my fucking car, like, honestly, for 3 weeks, I was happy. Then I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah, you just did it, then that's it. You're over that.
I was literally like, I'm over it. Okay, what's more important now? And it's like, okay, well, let me show, like, Christian, who's in here right now. That's one of my agents. Dude makes $50,000 a month. Tells me every month why he's so happy and grateful for the opportunity that was put forth for us to be able to work together. And now he has an entire team. He works Monday through Friday, maybe a few hours on Saturday because of his team. Like, he's considered an agency owner. So not only him, but we've created 15 to 20 agency owners in the last 14 months. So it's not, my routine is I never talk about goals because the goals are going to come. I just make sure that my routine is consistent and it's persistent so everybody can rely on me. Because when they look at it, it's like, okay, that's Eric. We know Eric's going to do this, this, and this every single week, every single month, and we can rely on.
Yeah. One of the reasons why I asked you, like, what you do, like, on a daily basis is every entrepreneur that we have that come in is, like, I ask them the same question, and I learn something from each one of them. Every single, like, successful entrepreneur, they have a routine they follow,
Yep.
And it's amazing to hear, like, how everybody works and things like that. But you definitely have to be very disciplined, right?
You have to be disciplined, and man, I'm going to tell you, I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
Like, there's been times.
We're boys, though. Boys make mistakes.
Yeah, man. And at the end of the day, man, my one vice is I'm all in. Whether I'm working 90 hours a week or I'm drinking fucking tequila, like, I'm all in.
Yeah.
So I don't have a cutoff.
Yeah. It says, like, if you eat. If you drink.
Yeah. So I work
like
hard and I fucking party hard too. So lately, with that discipline, now that I'm getting older, like, bro, I'm 32 now. So my body doesn't handle things the way it used to. So now the number one thing that I've been working on in full transparency is when I go out on a Saturday night, man, I really don't know how to turn it off. I'm the life of the party. So I want to keep having fun. I want to keep making sure people are happy and we're joking and we're having a good time. So it's hard, and then, I'm down a half a bottle of tequila, dude. It takes me 3 days to get back right. So Monday, I feel like I'm letting my whole team down, even though I went out Saturday night, because I'm not 100% on Monday.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that lately I've been working on. So balance is everything. And now that I'm the age that I'm at, I just simply try to be better for everybody.
That's great, man. That's amazing. I definitely
sips a glass as I say it. Well, guys, this is for the next hour or two. That's it.
Yeah, it's all good. It's just to loosen us up a little bit. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about how, like, where you're from, how do you get into the industry, things like that.
Oh man, that's a good one. So I'll go in on this. So I'm from Haines City, Polk County. I'm from the hood.
Polk County, okay.
Yeah, man. I'm just a little old white boy from the hood that always tried to fit in. I grew up in a nice neighborhood, half Mexican, half white, the neighborhood that I was in. But then you got across the tracks, it's like, Oakland, the hood, back in Haines City, where we played football, basketball, got in fights every day. I'm telling you, man, I was that kid, always trying to fit in because I was a mutt, I was mixed. But time I was 11 years old, my parents got divorced when I was 14. I always knew I looked a little bit different than my family members. I always, like, shit was different, bro. I was like, I'm the odd one out here. So at 14 years old, after my parents had been split for 3 years, my aunt comes up to me because I was living with her at the time because my mother went and, married this millionaire and they got on drugs and she went to jail. My dad didn't have shit to do with me because my dirt bike got stolen one day and he thought it was my fault. I don't know, some stupid shit. So when I was 14, my aunt finally comes to me. She's like, Eric, I'm just going to let you know, since your dad ain't talking to you no more, that's not your real dad.
Oh, shit.
So I found out when I was 15 who my real father was. His name's Jaime, Jamie. His name's Jamie. Half Cuban, half Italian dude. Met him, and it's ironically, he was a bodybuilder, and he owned a life insurance agency.
Oh, wow.
I swear to you.
Wow.
I'm not kidding.
So when you found that out, like when you found out that he wasn't your father, what was that like, that feeling like?
It was tough, but I had already expected it just because I knew
you couldn't relate to them.
I knew, man, like I was going to Mexico with my cousins at 12, 13 years old, and I was like, even when I was speaking Spanish, I was like, okay, something's off here. Like I'm too good, like I'm too quick to learning this. Like I have an accent when I talk, like I really can. And
it didn't add up.
I started playing soccer. I was like, okay, so I feel more at home in Mexico or Puerto Rico when I would visit or whatever with friends, family, etc., than I did with my own family. So I knew something was off. But when I found out, first thing I did was I wanted to pursue meeting my real dad. So ended up finding out who he was, and we ordered a paternity test with my lawyer. So he made me meet him at his lawyer's office when I was 16, when we finally found out 99.9% chance he was my dad. He wanted to do that because he cheated on his wife with my mom. Yeah. So he didn't want me to find out, or his wife to find out. So he brought his wife, and she was the one that was like, oh my God, like, we're going to put you through college. We're going to buy you a car. We're going to do that. I'm just sitting there like, fuck y'all. I got long hair at that point. I got a big ass chain. I'm selling drugs, bro. I'm 16 years old. I'm selling bootleg Air Forces. I'm selling
whatever you can to bring some money.
I'm selling dro. I'm selling a bootleg Ed Hardy shirts, polo. Like everything was bootleg, bro. Bootleg Air Forces out the back of my trunk. Like at that point, I'm a hustler, right? I'm like, I'm gonna get it no matter what. And I was playing soccer, football, like everything still. And he did that. And they said all that. And bro, when we walked out, I never heard from him again, or his wife. Never.
What?
Never, bro.
Really?
Never. Not once. I got 2 sisters I've never even met before.
That my next question was he the your mentor?
Hell
I guess
no.
not.
Hell no.
Wow.
No.
It's crazy, man.
So that happened, right? And I'm very transparent. Like I told you, man, you bring me on this show, I'll tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear.
Yeah, that's...
So that happened, right? So that fueled me even more to be like, okay, like I'm about to do something with myself. So I met a guy named Javier in high school. I was selling, bootleg Air Forces. He was selling bootleg Bathing Apes, Coogee shirts. Like he was doing the same shit. I was cutting hair. I had cut hair since I was 12 years old.
At that time, you were like, what, 16,
17? Yeah. I was in 11th grade. We teamed up together. By our senior year, I had already passed all my classes, everything, so I only had to take one class my senior year. So we opened up a store called Underground Fashion and Barbershop.
Oh, shit.
Bro, the building was halfway underground in downtown Haines City, Florida on 7th Street. We supplied the whole hood with what we call throwaways, meaning Air Forces that you wore one time, you throw them away after the fucking club because they're so bad.
Yeah.
So that's what we did, man, from 17 till I was around 20. And when I was 20 years old, I was with this white girl, right? And was with her for about a year and had a kid with her, right? A year later, I found out he's not mine.
Oh my God, bro. What is going on?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So when that happens, I go through it. I lose it. I'm not going to lie, man. Fall into some depression and shit. I had never believed in depression until that. And I knew kind of what it felt like.
Did you raise it?
Yeah, for a year.
Wow.
Yeah, for a whole year, I raised him. So when I found that out, she took him away from me, still put me on child support because in the state of Florida, if you sign the birth certificate on somebody, you are considered the father. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right? You got to pay. Bro, I paid for 4 years $1,300 a month, and I paid $77,000.
Child support?
Bro, yes.
That's insane.
And I paid 77 G's to a lawyer to finally beat it. One judge overturned us. We had to take it to the appellate court. We had to overturn the judge that did that.
Wow, even if you showed them that you're not
it
that
doesn't matter because they want you to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you did not know when you signed the birth certificate.
I see that.
You see? So there were some things in the background that had to be played in order for us to do that, but we got it done. I'll just say that. Now, that was about the time I was 25 years old. So after I got done with that, I was making good money at the time, $160,000 a year. I was working at Sprint. I started working at Sprint at 21 because at 20, when all that happened, went into depression, I lost my clothing store, lost my barbershop. My best friend went to prison for selling drugs like we were doing the whole time. I'm not going to lie to you. So at 25, that went away. So that next year, I made like almost 180 grand, saved like half of it because I was frugal back then. Started investing in real estate, flipped my first house, second house, third house while I was working for Sprint as the #1 manager in the country, and got that 4th house, made it the biggest, best house in the neighborhood. Ended up losing like everything I made on everything else. And then I got hit with another bad investment opportunity with, crypto and a few other things back then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro, I got fucked. So, finally with Sprint, we were going downhill. Sprint, T-Mobile was coming over, so they were cutting my pay a little bit. So I ended up walking away, man, and that's when I got into medical sales for like a year, and I started meeting health insurance guys, and I was like, y'all motherfuckers is making money out here in this health insurance. So I did a year of medical sales, learned how to cold call.
People were doing door-to-door at that time?
Oh, no, I was doing everything over the phone, cold calling.
Okay.
I was cold calling. I didn't even have any leads back then. I was learning such good tonality on the phone that I would call doctors' offices and convince them to send us their blood work rather than sending it to a big name brand like LabCorp or Quest. And I was #1 there after 3 months, and I was like, oh, I'm getting this.
You make like commissions or something?
Yeah,
like
all
that?
commission. I've always been mainly all commission. But after that happened, I seen these health insurance guys that I was working with. I was like, oh, okay. So this is where the real money's at, because you can actually create a book of business and get paid for years, longevity, acquisitions involved, et cetera. So that's when I cold turkey quit doing medical sales, got into health insurance at first back in 2020. And that's all she wrote from there. As soon as I got that bug, now we have one of the fastest growing life and health insurance agencies in the entire country.
It's amazing, bro.
So that's the story.
Wow.
The short version. There's a lot of in between and ups and downs.
Yeah, you gotta crawl before you run, right?
Yeah,
and you're at that stage where you feel like you're starting to run, or you're
running.
running.
I'm at that stage where I've ran a couple times. This deserves a shot. So I'm at that stage, man, where I've ran a couple times and I've almost had it, and now I'm fucking sprinting.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Cheers to that, man.
But I'm not sprinting just for me anymore. I'm sprinting for 250 people right now. 500 by the end of the year.
Amazing. So I'm sure you like, now that you're the CEO, so I'm sure you have a vision board for your company.
I don't.
You don't?
It's all in my head. I've never wrote anything out. I've never done any of that. I've never wrote my goals. I've never done any of that shit.
It's good. You're a go-getter. You just go, you do
I
it.
fucking
You
wake
try
up
it.
and I go. I know my routine in the
Even
morning.
if you fail 100 times, it's okay. You try it.
I don't give a shit, bro.
Yeah, you keep trying.
There's a thing called gut intelligence, right?
Yes.
Where no matter, like, you know, when people talk about it being lonely at the top, I think what they really mean is like, you know, because there are good business owners out there that bring everybody with them and want everybody to eat, right?
Nobody gives a fuck except you.
But nobody truly gives a fuck about your vision because nobody's in your head. Yes. That's what's lonely.
I agree.
And nobody really knows. Like, you can ask 100 people, what should I do in this situation? But they don't really fucking know. They don't own a life and health insurance company.
Opinion.
They've never done what I've done in the branded lead and in life and health.
They don't see it the way you see it.
They don't. Yeah. So you got to go with your gut, bro. And you never know. You might make the worst decision ever tomorrow at any point in time because those decisions are so vital. And you're a CEO yourself.
Yeah.
You have to make certain decisions every day that could ruin your company.
We don't always make the right decisions, but you know, you got to try it, you know.
Exactly.
You gotta try different things. That's good, man. That's good. So where do you see like you got yourself in like the next 2 to 5 years?
That's a good question. We were just talking about that earlier when I was doing content. You know, I don't want to say too much, but I will tell you this. And let me put some context into it because even the agents that work with me, they're always listening to what I'm saying. Like, they're smart, you know, sometimes because I'm a guy who says too much sometimes in front of too many people. So 2 years, 2 to 3, not 5. 5 years, too risky. Artificial intelligence. We don't know what's going to go on with the industry. We don't really know in what direction anything's going to go.
That's a good point.
But the next 2 to 3 years, I think strategically, whoever learns how to use these artificial intelligent apps to better their business as quickly as possible and become masters at AI, they will be the ones
they'll be ahead
that make all the money off everybody. So the next 2 to 3 years is to hire people, since I don't want to learn tech and development. I'm hiring developers and tech engineers, et cetera, in order to better my business through AI. And in 18 to 24 months, maybe 36 months to 40, I don't know, 2 to 3 years max, I'd say that I'd like a merger and acquisition deal with a private equity firm, and we're going after 9 figures.
Wow. Yeah. It's good that, I mean, it will help you get to the next level for sure.
Absolutely. You know, with that type of upfront acquisition, how many people's lives can I change? Like, I can get into philanthropy, like I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, you can get in whatever industry you want to get into.
We always talk about like money only enhances who somebody is. Like, I'm a giver. There's people that will call me selfish. It's so funny we hear that so many times. But make sure you're listening, because you might be listening to the problem when people say that. You know, so there's, you know, Christian will tell you, Ra will tell you, I'm the biggest giver you'll ever meet, man. Like, I want people to win around me even more so. Sometimes I care more. I mean,
the way I met you, I can already know that. Like, you know, we didn't even know each other. You're like, yo, come here, come take a shot with me.
You did the same shit.
Yeah.
You did the same exact shit, bro, from day one.
Yeah,
I think even like, I think I was drunk the first night we met, man, and I took something you said the wrong way, and it was my fault. And like, our friends had to be like,
you know what it is? And when you take an alpha male and another alpha male, they're just going to be like headbutting. And it might not even be over something that's like for real. You know what I'm saying?
I remember we had our mutual friends be like, Eric, what the fuck?
Like, who the fuck are you to come out?
And finally, like, I started like, realize like, why did I say that?
Yeah. Afterwards.
And that's when you invited me here and we all hung out that night. And I'm like, all right, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
We good from there.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so actually, I want to know, like, if somebody wants to work with you, right? So, like, what are the benefits of working with you, and what's the stages? Like, how does it work?
I don't know after watching this if they want to work with me, but first of all, the benefits are a few different things. Loyalty outvalues everything with me. I might be an asshole and I might tell you exactly what the fuck you need to hear, but I'm always going to give you my word and I'm always going to stand on it. And I'm never going to betray you behind your back, right? Whatever I feel, whatever I think, you're going to know it right up front. So that's one benefit. Second, it's not just me anymore. Right?
You and your team.
Like, even if you don't like me, you come in our organization, you're gonna make a fuck ton of money because it's not just me. It's my guy right here, Ra. It's Christian right here with the team. It's, you know, Adrian, Ian, Danny, like all of these different C-level executives within my organization that care just as much, if not more, about the organization than I do. And let me tell you something, you never get that. Now, you know, as a business owner, nobody's gonna care more about your business than you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've been lucky to find about 10 of them.
Wow. That's impressive.
I don't know how.
If you found like, but how many people did you have to go through to find those 10 people?
You know what's funny, man? I did have to go through some betrayal, some letdowns, some people that leveraged me. But I would not go back and change anything because it taught me so many valuable lessons.
Yeah.
So many, man. And it really showed people's true colors. And it also, so whether I'm right or wrong in a situation, I always try to learn from it.
Yeah. I feel like for me, I can relate to what you just said because I invested so much time into the wrong people. And I feel like we couldn't grow because of those people. You know, I feel like I brought in people that knew that reached levels that these people that never reached, you know, working with me for a very long time. So what are your thoughts on that?
They don't believe it.
It's not they don't believe it, but they're stuck in their ways. They don't want to grow themselves. You can't make people grow.
So they don't believe in themselves enough.
Or they don't want to grow. They just make what they make. They make a little bit more than they should a week, but they don't think of like next year or the year after that. You know, they're okay with just like, let's say making 50, 100 grand a year. They don't care about making 150, 200 grand type of.
I think that no matter what we do or how much change we try to portray into the world or you know, systems and processes that we put in place, their belief systems have to change. And I think that starts with micro successes. Like, I didn't think I could make $1 million a year until I made my first 10,000 in a week, when I realized, holy shit, I can make 10,000 in a week. So there's two types of people. There's the type of person that will make $10,000 that week and they'll take 3 weeks off and go on vacation. Then there's the type of people that make 10,000. Like, oh shit,
I can make more.
What can I do to make 20? If
I can, we're like that.
Yeah. So sometimes that confidence gets mistaken for arrogance because people are like, oh, you think you're too good for somebody. No, it's like, I am too good for you now because you don't believe that you can do it. So you're either going to figure it the fuck out or I'm going to keep going in my area.
Yeah.
And I'm going to create new friends way over here. And these friends over here are going to pull me up to where I really want to be. And that's just the truth of life. No matter what people want to say, no matter how much they want to combat it, oh, money's not the end all says all. Money gets to the end all says all. We're not talking about money. We're talking about what money produces.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
It's all about the money at the end. It's all about the numbers at the end of the day, right? Yeah, man. That's great. Good shit. You know, but I definitely seen you like grow a lot. I mean, especially in social media, like the past 6 months, I've seen you go from like being here to now I'm seeing you here. And the next projection of the next 6 months of the way I look at you, I feel like you're going to reach levels to where you're not going to have to do these micro contents anymore. I feel like you're going to be getting so many leads, you know.
Honestly, dude, I appreciate that you see that. You know, because you and I don't talk every day. We talk once a month. Every month, I notice you check on me. Hey, man, good shit. Like, what you're doing here is good. Once a month, right? We don't really have conversations. We're not, you know, I don't know much about your business. You don't know much about mine. But we watch each other, and we know we're staples in our community.
We know we're trying to make it happen.
We have that mutual respect of business owner, which you're a lot younger than me, doing a lot better than, bro. If I was 27 and knew what I knew now or knew what you did, dude, it'd be life-changing, right? Yes, so if there's any advice that I can give anybody watching this right now, it's like, you're 27. What the fuck did you do? You know what you did? You started at 17 years old.
Yeah, I started a little early.
That's the difference.
It took a lot. It took a lot of, a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
It took a lot of discipline.
A lot of losses, a lot
of people, a lot of betrayals.
You know what's funny?
All of that, like you said earlier, I wouldn't take any of that back because it makes me the person I am today.
Absolutely. No regrets here, man.
And it doesn't change my vision in any way. It just makes me more of a shark. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I feel like it strained up my vision on who to look out for, who I want working with me and my team and things like that.
And I've met certain people over the last year that have been a bigger influence in my life than people that I've known for 20 years.
Exactly.
People that just don't understand the old Eric to the new Eric, or maybe you, the old Mo at 17 to the 27-year-old Mo now that runs a multi-million-dollar organization. Like, they just don't understand it. They can't comprehend it. You know why? Because they're stuck in their old belief system.
Yeah.
Exactly what you just said. Like, they don't understand. They're happy. They're content. They make 60 G's, right? They work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. They think 40 hours is a lot. They complain about everything else as to why they're not where they want to be in life instead of looking at their fucking self and holding themselves accountable.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so another thing, right? So do you think this company is very successful because you guys pay commissions?
I think it's very successful because we don't pay commissions.
You don't pay commissions.
We allow the insurance companies. So that's how I'm different.
Okay.
So this requires another shot.
I love it. I love it.
Huh? Oh, okay. My bad. Thank you,
all
sir.
Good. It's all good.
My content guys here teaching me how to podcast. So
that thing is on, right? It is on. All right, great. You know, it's good, right? Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
So the way we work and the way we're so different is not only do we have our own lead company, which is branded, we're more credible, we have hundreds of reviews. That's why when people reach out to us, like when they're talking, it's familiarity. Like they see us on the ads, right? Mainly me, but I bring in other agents. Like I like everybody to have their shine. But we don't pay, like I'm not considered LOA in the insurance industry, which there's a lot of agencies out there that they get paid all the commissions, they get paid all the bonuses, they get paid everything, and then they pay their agents out. And there's always discrepancies that way.
So a lot of like when you say discrepancies, you mean by like
commissions
chargebacks?
aren't right. No, just commissions aren't ever right because they're taking bonuses, they're taking trips, etc. So I get my agents directly contracted with all the carriers, but I negotiate a percentage of volume pay off of everything that my agents do based on my systems, my processes that I front the upfront cash for. So rightfully, now the insurance industry is fucked because a lot of agency owners don't build anything like this for the agents. They bring agents on, they promise them the world, they take half their commissions, they take all their trips. Like I'm going to Rome, Italy in August because of one insurance company. I'm going to Aruba in June next month.
You're going somewhere tomorrow, right?
I'm going to Jamaica tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
That's on my coin, but that's my Amex points. So it's a free trip. But these insurance companies, like they take you hella places if you do well and you perform well. And the way I run my agency is called uncaptive, meaning I don't own your book of business. You do from day one, which is the way you should do business. I also...
You're a mentor in a way.
Yeah, I'm just a mentor and I get paid a percentage above based off of how much I'm spending on my systems, my processes, my leads, everything in order to make these agents as successful as possible and generate the best leads and always give back. So the agent's commission is always on point. They win all the trips. They do everything as long as they're top.
You get all the benefits.
Exactly.
That's nice, man. That's nice. So the other question I had for you, do you have like a Wolf of Wall Street script that they have to follow or at least mentor to follow through with?
Yeah. So I'm very, very particular when it comes to my script. Like, first of all, I don't say fucking hi. Like, I hate people getting on the phone. Hi, my name is Eric with Insurance Elevated.
Oh, that makes me want to hang up.
I see you filled out an information request on life insurance. Like, dude, that's not me. That's not me at all. I'm like, Mo, it's Eric with Insurance Elevated. Brother, I have just had time to reach out to you as you were specifically sent to me because I specialize in your area. Now, you filled out your information on an ad that you probably seen the bald-headed dude from Insurance Elevated. Yeah, his name's Eric. He's got a tattoo. Like, literally, it's in my script.
Yeah.
Literally. So just to let you know, and if they, like, rebuttal you, I have a rebuttal, or if they, like, object you, I have a rebuttal for that. And then I go into, just to let you know, we're like the Uber Eats of insurance. Meaning you get all the convenience of choosing whatever you want, and we have somebody literally telling you what tastes the best, but with insurance. Now, we don't charge you any of the Uber fees. We're like Uber One, but you don't got to pay anything for that. No obligation, no application fees, no broker fees. Why would you not work with somebody like that?
And then they hear you out.
Exactly. So we're already, and while we're on the phone with them, before they even say anything, we're saying, now I want you to check your text messages. I just sent you my license, my picture, my verified producer link. So if you want to check me on the state website, that I'm a real licensed agent, go ahead and do that. Now
you give him like security.
Yeah,
you guys are legit.
And then we even say if any agent doesn't do that, because let's say you don't sell them that day and they want to think about it, or their wife, they got to talk to their wife and they go talk to another agent. You already tell them, hey, if any agent doesn't do this, hang up the phone with them right there. They might be a fraud because we have a fiduciary responsibility to do so. So we're already putting it into their head if we don't close them. And I'm giving y'all $1 million worth of fucking game right now.
Yeah, all the competition.
Yeah,
you guys better learn from this guy. You better learn from this guy.
Now, mind you, I created all of this myself.
Yeah, that's good.
So I do
spitting out the tea right now.
Yeah, I'm spitting out the tea. Fuck it, bro. Whatever. They can copy, but they can't. Like, they're just not.
It's okay. Not everybody can hit the goals.
Exactly. So it's okay. Take it, bro. Do better. Make some more money. But by doing that, at the end of the conversation, they're like, man, like these guys built so much credibility in the beginning.
Nobody reached out the way they did, and they never gave us the security, like knowing that they're legit.
And proved to them in the first 30 seconds of a conversation. So that's what makes us so different. And because, we just got featured on I got featured on Entrepreneur Magazine. I did that podcast with Entrepreneur Magazine 2 days ago. Just got featured on there. We got Forbes coming out in 2 weeks. We got Inc. Magazine who featured me. I'm going on NBC national television next week. My PR manager just called me while I was with him earlier. You know why? Because they're seeing that we're doing good business. They see the 300 plus positive 5-star reviews on Facebook, Google. They see the free value that I've been putting out. Like, there's a term, there's direct return on investment and there's indirect return on investment. And that's where people don't want to spend their money because people need now money. I don't need that. I know I will spend every dollar
you
I
will
fucking
win long
have
term
to see long-term money down the road. So I'm spending almost $50,000 a month on PR, on social media growth, on fucking to be put on all these magazines, to be put in front of entrepreneurs and influencers, and to be called out on certain pages. Like, I'm spending the money.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, yo, you do too.
The
You
thing
spend
is,
your money on wholesale.
I'll be going through my Instagram and I'm like, all right, it's elevated Eric. Next thing you know, it's on another page and another page, and I'm like, yo, come on, I'm gonna have to reach out now, yo. What's up, bro?
That's the
it
point.
makes you want to reach out even
How
if
did
you're not
Grant
trying to
Cardone
buy
blow up?
insurance.
How did Grant Cardone blow up?
Grant, yes, yeah.
I'm
10x.
a young Grant, but better. I'm better.
I feel like you're more aggressive.
I am more aggressive.
Yeah, and I feel like it's gonna make you a lot more successful.
I have to be.
And
now,
the
Grant's
fact-
a billionaire. I don't know, he's worth about 1.2 billion.
Yeah, but I think like Grant made, he was like a coach, but you need to buy his program, and he can only give you so many things, any tools for you to reach that success. I feel like for you, you're spilling out the tea just because you want to have the best with you.
Because I want everybody to win, man. People don't believe that. People are like, oh, well, Eric's an asshole. Eric's this. Eric's selfish. Eric's this. Man, fuck y'all. Let me tell you something, bro. I can show you 30 fucking agents right now that are on pace to make over $500,000 a year. Men lie, women lie, and numbers fucking
don't lie.
30 people. And I can show you proof. So anybody who's contesting me out there right now, come to my fucking office in Orlando or Tampa. I'll pull up bank statements and I will hurt your feelings. Not with my bank statements, with my agents. With my agents. I'm just serious like that, bro. There's people all day, every day that call me out on my bullshit, think I'm lying, this and that, but I'm from the show me state. Now, the show me state's Missouri. I'm not from Missouri. I'm from fucking Florida. But you got to show me.
It's from Polk County.
I'm
Don't fuck with him.
I'm from Polk County, man. That's it. You know, I'm hood. I'm a little bit country. You know, I know a little bit of Spanish, a lot of Spanish. I've been there, bro. I'm cultured. I know. Going to Jamaica tomorrow. I'm gonna practice my Jamaican accent.
Give him another shot. He'll start talking to you in Jamaican accent for sure. Yeah, man, that's amazing. That's amazing. I love like seeing like the growth, you know, and it makes me like proud that I've met you, you know, at the beginning of this and seeing you on the top.
You did. You know, met me when I almost lost everything. Yeah. To be honest.
Yeah. It was a restart for you.
It was the worst time of my life. Like, for real. You think that the worst time of my life was losing my son, was finding out my real dad wasn't my real dad. Like,
it was a big change.
My biggest like stress and worry time was November, October, November last year when I met you, bro. Like, I went through a lot, man. I went through a fucked up relationship. I went through being almost $200,000 in debt, using my Amex for everything just so my agents could fucking eat. Christian, you know that. Christian's sitting in this room right now. I made sure Christian ate. I made sure all my agents ate. See, people don't see that. People don't see what it really fucking took to get where I'm at. So when I'm proud about myself, fuck y'all. Like, I want to be proud. And the fact that I'm hearing another business owner who's a lot younger than me, who has a lot more opportunity and a lot more time than me, telling me that they're proud of me, that's all I care about. I'll go home right now thinking about that, right?
I see the potential that you have, bro. But I feel like you said earlier today on your Instagram, you said somebody looked at me and said that my vision is too small.
Yeah.
I think your vision is small.
Yeah, man.
I feel like you have a vision for the next 2-3 years, but the things you're going to be able to do in the next 5-10 years are going to be like, it's going to be like so small compared to that.
Sometimes I don't believe it, man. I'm a worrywart, bro. One little thing goes wrong, I'll be sitting in the bed, man, like almost tears coming out of my eyes thinking, man, like, is this
you could have done better?
Or is, am I going to lose everything? Am I going to let all of my agents down? Like, every little thing. Like, for instance, 2 weeks ago, we switched up our ads a little bit, like our targeting, everything on Facebook. Now, Facebook's ever changing. So our quality of lead went down just a little bit. Like, I could tell 5 to 10%. Like, we measure all of that. Like, we're very analytical when it comes to our ads because of our marketing team that I partnered with, Raw, everybody. We all
great
come
guy,
together.
by the way.
Oh, 100%, bro. Amazing, man. So we started seeing, like, analytically, like, we were declining a little bit. Plus, it's summertime. It's not... so just
you haven't done this for a year, right? So you're kind of learning the steps, like you're.
No, you're right, man. But I still worry every day because I got so many people counting on me. It's like, dude, if I don't make the right decision tomorrow, or I don't put the right ads out, or I don't perform at 100% me and authentic, then we could lose everything. My agents could lose everything that I promised my agents. Bro, I'm watching my agents buy new cars, new houses, their credit scores going up. Like, watching that, dude, just does something to you. I don't want to lose that.
Keeps you going.
I want 1,000 agents. I show that. I got 250 right now. I want 1,000. Now sometimes, people call me so. Yeah, I am fucking selfish. You got to be selfish sometimes to be
to reach your
selfless later.
goals. Yeah.
If I'm gonna be selfless to 1,000 agents, I got to be the best me first.
Yeah. You got to be the best version of yourself if you want people to follow your lead and
100%.
take you serious, man.
100%.
Yeah, man.
We went deep today.
Yeah. He's about to pour up another one.
Oh man, here we go. Look, this Mo. You see what I'm talking about? Bad influence, guys. He's trying to get me lifted. Instead, he's getting me down. Yeah, man. No. So, the questions that you're asking are so funny because I think from coming from one business owner to another, you're asking almost yourself those questions and just trying to hear somebody else say their perspective.
The next question too was, okay, for let's say a small business like mine, right? So how can I get health insurance for my employees, for my team, and get everybody on that?
It all depends on how it's set up, right? So you're a business owner. And one thing that a lot of business owners don't know, especially you're 27, Mo. You're healthy, right?
I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, but I mean, you never know what you can expect in life.
Yeah, so when it comes to health insurance, first of all, you want a PPO, meaning preferred provider. You can go wherever you want in the country, right? That's what you want. You want to be in Hawaii. If you get bit by a shark, you want some medical treatment, right? You don't want to be confined to a county in Florida, right? That's an HMO, a health maintenance organization, where the insurance company dictates where you can go within a county or the zip code. So PPO is preferred wherever in the country. Now, that's what I specialize in. So you're 27, you're healthy, you're a business owner now. If I put you into private PPO health insurance, whether it's with, Golden Rule United Healthcare, Allstate, Aetna, Manhattan Life, First Health PPO, Philadelphia, like there's so many different carriers and we have access to all of them. What we do is we build you a plan that fits you the best, your price point, and you get to claim it on your taxes as a business expense. So if you're in a 37% tax bracket, you're going to save just that off of your monthly premium because you get to claim it all. Even your prescriptions, you get to claim. Even everything you spent towards your deductible, you get to claim.
So does the price of the insurance go based off of the income of the person?
No, your health. So because you're healthy, I can get you health-based
and the
discounts.
age.
Income is Obamacare. Obamacare was developed for people with low income or that were super unhealthy. You're healthy, you're a business owner, you always go private healthcare. Always. That's what a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah, a lot of.
So
I feel like you gotta. I feel like we should focus on that because a lot of people like me would love to hear more about this. I'm sure a lot of people my age or people like early 30s don't even have health insurance because they don't think it's a priority or they think they can't afford it. Most of the time, people think that they can't afford it.
Yeah.
So how could they afford it?
How could they afford it is by reaching out to a reputable agency that does see a lot of agents and agencies only work with one carrier, two carriers based on their incentives, their bonuses, things like that. I don't give a fuck about that. My entire slogan is loyalty outvalues. That's my principle. We have one principle, loyalty outvalues everything, love. We talked about it, right? Our slogan is people over profits. I'm actually in the process of trademarking that. People over profits. So you give me a budget of $300, I'm going to try to get you a $270 plan, $280 plan that still keeps you safe. I'm not going to try to upsell you and upsell you and
That's
upsell
good.
you because I believe in referrals. I believe in longevity. I believe in sustainability, right? That's me, no matter what anybody wants to say. So it's important.
And a good reputation too.
And a good reputation, good reviews. What do reviews do? They
reviews play a big role in my business as well.
So if you're fucking people over all the time, how do you think your reviews
your reputation is going to go down the hill?
Exactly. So private PPO, learn how to get health-based discounts because you are relatively healthy. You don't got to be super healthy.
So you guys work with all the biggest carriers,
and we work with Obamacare. That's the thing. Like we're your one-stop shop. We literally are your fucking Uber
you got
Eats of insurance.
Obamacare, you got your private, and
we have everything: first dollar plans, indemnity plans, deductible plans, it doesn't matter. And if we can save you money on your health insurance, we show you how to take those hundreds, if not thousands of dollars and overfund it into a cash value life insurance policy that you can eventually become your own bank with, which is something I'm going to do for you later on.
Yeah, I would love that.
Because you're a business. I think every business owner should have a Roth IRA. They should have an index universal life policy where they can borrow against it at 4.5% while they're gaining 6-7% interest because you're literally paying your fucking self interest instead of paying the damn bank. Like, bro, I paid so much for my vehicle. I got a interest rates
Just
are so
as high.
crazy, like 7-8%. I had to get a 7.1% interest when if I would have gotten my index universal life policy sooner, saved up, $150,000, $200,000 worth of cash value because I got it 10 years ago, I could have borrowed against that life insurance
And bought
policy
whatever you want
at 4% interest while it was gaining 7%.
Wow.
And bought my car cash and not paid any fucking interest to the bank. I feel like my network is so vast in Tampa. Good, the bad, the ugly, the in-between. Who gives a fuck? Like, I'm connected. It doesn't matter. All publicity is good publicity. And I feel like Tampa has so much potential. I lived in Tampa for 7 years. When I left to get into the insurance industry, I left to Texas to get away from everything because I was my own worst enemy. In Tampa. I had a penthouse in 2019 in Tampa. Living life, man. I was living right at my budget, making that $170,000, $180,000 a year.
Barely making it happen.
Barely making it happen. Sell a little bit of drugs on the side, whatever I had to do to make it, man, and to feel like I was the fucking man, when I wasn't. I wasn't shit compared to the people that I met from then to now.
Yeah.
But Tampa has so much opportunity, so much potential. There are good people in Tampa. There are people that show love, that show support. Tampa is a new mini Miami, right? Except for the water, it doesn't look the same. However, there's still yachts, right? There's still some people with some major fucking butts.
I never really experienced Tampa like that. I
You
go to
have
the
to.
casino.
Well, come with me. No. You gotta go past the casino. Come with me. We'll show you Tampa. We'll show you Tampa.
I'll go in the casino. I'll come back to Orlando. No music playing. Super upset. I lost.
Super upset. No, man. We don't. You gotta come to Tampa and.
How's the nightlife over there?
Well, if you're at Penthouse with me, you definitely. I'm a motherfucker at Penthouse. When I done woke up some mornings, I'm like, damn, what the fuck did I do? Penthouse is a motherfucker.
Yeah,
no, if I take you to Penthouse, oh man.
What's it like?
It's
a big club.
It's a fucking ATM that charges you. So let me tell you what they do. So when I go in there, I never go with any money, never any ones, right? I'm an idiot. So we'll start at Eddie V's. We'll have a good time. We'll eat. Everybody be, have a great time. Yeah, get great pregame. And then we'll go in a Penthouse, right? Never have any ones with me, no nothing, right? I'll get my Amex. All right, let's get a table, have a good time. Next thing you know, they're taking my Amex. They're like, Eric, you want? I'm like, give me $1,000 because I'm lit, right? I'm all together. And then I only bring to Penthouse the people that I break bread with. Yeah. It's all my agents, they're plus ones, everything. So when I break bread with people and they break bread with me,
you gotta show
hospitality.
Does it.
Exactly, because I want them to see that anything is fucking possible, and I made it possible. So let's fucking fuck. That's what I do. Yeah.
So while you're fucking, you're also inspiring all these motherfuckers.
So yeah, man. Hey, strategy is my play always, right? So when I do that, I give the guy my MX, which is one of my good friends that works there.
Your caption should be, "We fuck."
We always fuck. I was just in Arizona last weekend. Every time one of my agents asked for a shot of Clase Azul, I bought a fucking bottle. Seriously, I was like, oh no, let's get a whole bottle. I was fucked up, didn't even realize what I was doing. They brought the tab, I was like, oh shit. Damn. Now it was a tab so fucked up that you're fucked up and you look at the tab, you're like, oh, I fucked up. Before you even sober up, you're like, damn, like I really did that. You didn't see last week, Kristen, I know you seen on that. I was literally like, we fucked every single time they were coming out of Clase Azul because he asked for a shot. Look, that was $8,700.
We fuck.
No, it was usually let's fucking fuck, insurance elevated. Now, everybody was like this, let's fucking fuck. And like we have 240 agents and everybody sees that and they're like, man, and I've even lost some agents saying, I don't think your culture is a good fit for me. Well, let me tell you something. If you don't fucking fuck, I'm not gonna like get along with you. And what I mean by that is everybody has that. Straight. It's not about fucking like fucking. It's about like
making shit happen.
Like, bro, you fuck. Like, you are that dude. You are that girl. You know what I'm super proud about though? The most I'm proud about within what we've been able to accomplish since last year. We have 49 elevated ladies in our organization.
How many people work with you right now?
2. Well, let's check. Approximately. People are still typing. Look, I just had an agent make $1,200, 300, 800, 1200.
We fucked. Let's go.
Look. Let's fucking fuck, Zach. Look, one of my agents. So this is the type of camaraderie, culture that we have, you know, like
There's
all these
so much
people.
love, I can see.
Look, 2,300. Look at this, 700. Look at this, 7,700. One of my agents made on what? An insurance elevated lead. 27 years old, perfectly healthy. One of my agents just made 7,700 on one lead.
On one lead.
One lead.
Not even a deal.
Not even a deal. One lead.
Amazing.
That's it, right there. And the proof. Hey, listen, men lie, women lie, members don't. We got it right here.
So I got a big question for you, right? Being the CEO that you are, or for me, being a CEO, I feel like I've changed a lot of people's lives, right? Is there a specific person that you feel like you've influenced and you've guided and changed their life completely?
100%.
As they work with you?
100%.
Give me a story.
100%.
If you don't mind.
So, Ian Brook. Ian Brook. So Ian Brook was a friend of mine that I met back in 2018 when I was in Tampa. I was partying a lot. One of our mutual friends introduced me to Ian. I had just started dating the girl that I was with. We were going out to the Ritz, a lot of EDM music, house music, etc. My friend was a DJ Obi. Spencer, you know, he goes on tour now with Connor Maynard, like these, you know, like he's big time. Yeah, bro, he's doing his thing. Reese's Puffs even featured him on their fucking Instagram. But he introduced me to a guy named Ian, and we partied a lot. We did a lot of fucked up shit. We partied, you know, till dusk till dawn, whatever. But we had always had like this camaraderie between him and myself. And whenever I moved to Texas to do insurance, I was there for about 5 months. After I had left medical sales, when I first came back to Tampa, like I told you guys earlier, he was the one that got me a job going back into wireless for a few months until I went into insurance to give me some cash flow. And he didn't even know me that well at the time. He put me on. He didn't know me that well, right? Like it was.
Did you a favor?
Yeah, just did me a favor for no reason. Like we weren't best friends at that time. So did that. I made some really good money. He was like, bro, I was like, damn, like you took care of me. But this was
sounds like you do good at whatever field you're in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I finished number 2 in the country for Verizon whenever he put me on what he did. Like it was like, yeah, I like to fucking brag sometimes, bro, because people.
The numbers don't lie. So if you put the numbers on the board,
you know why I like to brag? I'll talk this shit, bro, but I will show you exactly how to do it. I won't hide it. I'll show you.
But not a lot of people could do what you do, even if you give them the rest.
Or show what I show. A lot of people like to lie. A lot of people like to lie. I don't. I like to tell you motherfuckers exactly what it is. However, Ian was the one that put me back on that to get me to move back to Tampa to pay for all my moving costs, to do all of this, right? And then I got into insurance, and I told him, I said, hey man, this is something that you could do, because he was number 1 when I was number 2. So I was like, oh bro, like you come in insurance, like me and you could like ball out. So he's like, let me see you do this for 6 months, you know. And rightfully, man, a lot of people are scared to go into that full like business owner mode. 6 months later, I fly him out to Texas. 2 days later, he moves out to fucking Texas. 2 days, moves his whole life, him and his girl, right? We do that for 5 months. New year comes, 2022, last year, February, right after my birthday, I got back from Puerto Rico. I was fucking in Puerto Rico. So I get back, right, making some money, and I get offered a deal to come back to Florida to be vice president of this certain company or whatever, and I'm not going to disclose any names.
And the door opened up.
Yeah, the door opened up, right? But then I brought everybody over to my house and I said, hey guys, this is what I'm doing, right? You don't have to come, you can stay where you're at, you're already doing good, whatever, but this is what I'm doing. All of them said absolutely. So I broke all of their leases. I paid $22,000 to break their leases, another $3,000 for all the U-Hauls.
Multiple people.
Multiple.
How many people are we talking about?
4 people and their plus ones. Moved them all back to Florida. We all drove 19 hours. I was Adderalled out. And that's the only time that I listened to that book that I told you read in 10 years. Relentless. I was Adderalled out 19 hours driving to U-Haul, listening to Relentless Tim Grover telling me how I'm supposed to be fucking great. So we get to Florida. We're in a little 10 by 10 office, bro. 10 by 10. And I don't know shit about life insurance. I had only sold health insurance for a year. So, my upline taught me 30 minutes worth of life insurance or whatever. And I was with my guys and we were just figuring shit out. We had been lied to. We got lower contracts than what we were promised. The dude who told me I was going to be vice president backed out the day before. Mind you, he's my fucking cousin. So did that shit to me. Well, hey, if you're watching it, you know who you are.
So he did that to me, right?
He's better off right now.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's because of that. But he's still showing.
Oh, there's so much more to it that you don't know. But we're not going to get into that. Now, we had our 4 agents, 10 by 10 office, 12 by 12 office. We kept interviewing people, bringing in people on, but I didn't really know what I was doing. You see what he's doing?
Get comfortable. It's okay.
I'm comfortable. I'm as comfortable as I've ever been. But we kept doing that, kept interviewing people, and people kept telling me, Eric, you're too much this. You're too much that. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Stop trying to run Facebook ads. Stop trying to do this. It's not going to work. You need to go to people's houses. You need to buy these leads. You need to do this. I said, man, fuck y'all. Shut the fuck up. That's what I finally said to everybody. It was like 3 months in because all of them had promised me, VP of one company, they said they were going to recruit a whole bunch of people for me, everybody that I recruited.
We're tired of getting let down.
I was like, dude, we're 3 months in. They kept saying, well, you don't know anything about this business. They kept trying to tell me that I was the little guy. I didn't know anything. I kept believing them. Now, the 4th month in, I was like, nah, something's wrong. Now, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And I wasn't making dollars. So that shit wasn't making sense. So I said, you know what? Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I told them, you know what I said? I said, my cousin, I said, you, fuck y'all. Get the fuck out my organization. Go handle your own shit. I'm going to do this shit on my own. They all said, I did. Did I not, Christian?
You did.
I did. So when that happened, I lost everybody. I lost everybody. And I'm not gonna lie, man, there was nights I was going home, I was crying, I was fucked up.
Is that including Ian that you mentioned earlier?
No. So Ian, Nick, the 4 people that came with me, I didn't lose them. I lost everybody that I had recruited in that 4 months.
Okay, I see.
Because they were all like, oh, well, they were listening to them. So they went to go work with them, right? So I kept doing content, except for him. Except for Christian. Yep, he was the only one that stayed with me. And he was sent to me by one of the motherfuckers that betrayed me, and he stayed with me because he knew their bullshit.
Shout out to Christian. Huh?
Shout out to Christian. So that happened, bro. And 3-4 months later, my Facebook got hit as fraud, and I know one of the motherfuckers did it with a bunch of people. For 90 days. For 90 days, I didn't have no Facebook ads. I couldn't feed my agents. I couldn't do nothing. So I was giving my agents my referrals, my book of business, so they could eat while I was going into debt. Even just so they could win, right? Was I not doing that, right? So when that happened, I was like, okay, I gotta figure something out. I gotta find somebody. That's when I found Jack Life and all that other stuff, which I'm not gonna say nothing bad about them. Like, you know, we had a great partnership, whatever. But while I was working with them, my Facebook got turned back on. I started working with Raw. We started doing ads. We started running shit. And bro, I knew we had something special that day that we made that video, which we reposted today that you guys can see on my Instagram.
Was that one of the first videos you guys
That was the first video.
Wow. So you made a big difference in your content.
Oh, bro. 100%. 90. So the fact that I never gave up and I let everybody just leave, bro, I didn't give a fuck. I said, leave me, bro. You don't believe in me? You think I'm selfish? You think I'm this? I'm too aggressive? I'm too much of an asshole? I'm too militant? I'm too whatever? Bro, I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because I'm not changing. I can grow as a person, but I can't change. I can't change. I can grow.
So at that time when you were like on your own, were you like, you started making calls and shit like that on your own?
I've been doing that.
So you were doing that regardless?
I was doing that, running these guys, giving them the deals so they can make money.
You were bringing the money in so you can support the rest of the team.
Absolutely.
As you're learning how to
Absolutely. And that's what nobody sees now. Nobody sees
sometimes that. I'm sure you probably still like grab the phone and you dial.
Not anymore. Not anymore now. Now, this was, we'd have to say December of last year.
Do once in a while.
My last, so that was funny. So we call it putting on the selling boots. So sometimes in front of 250 people, you got to put on the fucking selling boots. So what I do is I role play. I say, hit me with any objection you want. I won't even look at nothing.
Put me on the spot.
Yeah, put me on the spot, bro. Ain't nobody gonna outsell me. You know why? Because they're not gonna outwork me. You might be a better salesperson, but you will not outwork me.
You're not gonna close the deal.
You're not gonna close the deals that I'm gonna close because I'm going to out-prospect you. Because I understand how Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Facebook groups, referral partners, tax agencies, property and casualty agencies.
Don't spill the tea now.
Hey, I give it to you all. You know why? Because you're not going to do it. You're not gonna do it because people do not have the work ethic. I'm spilling all the tea. I'm telling you how I got successful. I literally outworked everyone. There would be midnight. It would be midnight on a Friday at 12 o'clock. I'll be in my little Segway riding around in the fucking office, right?
Just on the call.
Just on the call. You still recording?
Yeah, we good.
Damn, we still recording. He's like, hey.
Yeah, we good. We good.
Hey,
that little camera does the job, you know.
All I'm telling you is, man, from where we came from to where we are now was not just me. It was Ian, it was Christian, it was Danny, it was Brent, it was all these guys that stayed with me when everybody else did not fucking believe. And now these guys literally run the entire company for me to allow me to make these 3 to 4 decisions a day to move the company forward. Like, I don't need to be in the day-to-day. I don't need to get to the office at 8 a.m. Like, I can take my important phone calls, right? I just told you earlier, like, what we're working on, right? Merger and acquisition deal. That yesterday I worked on that half the day. These guys were running the company while I was working on that.
Yeah, figuring something else.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good.
So
yeah, people you can rely on.
Exactly. I have people that I can rely on because they believe in what I knew would happen. Now, some can call that arrogance, some can call that selfishness, some can call that whatever the fuck they want. But I'll tell you what I call it is what the numbers call it. Is if you take what we do issue paid a month, right? We're gonna do $1.7 million this month. If you divide that by the 140 agents that write business, that's the average agent making $13,000 in a month this month. We are the fastest growing life and health insurance agency in the country, and we have the highest average profit per agent in the entire country.
Amazing.
So you can suck my ass if you don't like it.
Let's go.
Hey, you want an authentic man. Look,
I tea, man. Let him know.
I have.
You broke records, so you have every right to react however you want.
Exactly. There we go.
Who gives a fuck who talks bad about you? You know what? Drop a comment, talk all your shit.
Talk it. You know what?
He might pull out those bank statements and shove them in your face and let you know that, you know what?
You know what else? Shit. Hey, guess what? When you talk bad in my comments and I keep replying to you, you only help my algorithm. So
you know what? You're probably making more confident.
Thank you.
You know?
Thank you.
It's okay.
I love
your
it.
Shit.
I love it. I say, hey, just these. I will purposely like talk
Good
shit
media,
back.
bad media. It's media.
It's media. It's media. It's profitability. EBITDA. Have you ever heard of EBITDA? I got a hat that says it. EBITDA. Look it up.
Yeah.
If you don't know about it, you definitely don't got enough money.
I'm gonna send you a hat that says we fuck. I'm sorry. We fucking fuck.
We fucking fuck.
Yeah, man. So. Like Christian and Ian, right? I'm guessing they're your top salesmen?
2 of them. I have 10 of them.
10 of them.
Oh, yeah. They all go battle. That's the thing, man. I have a lot.
Who's your top salesman right now?
Top salesperson, Eli. So let me tell you about Eli.
What makes Eli hit the numbers?
Eli's number 1. He's telling me he's second. No, he's number 1.
Really?
Eli's number 1 as of right now. So Eli, right? He's the best looking black dude you'll ever see in your life. Like, motherfucker's good looking.
You're talking about like the way he
dresses? He's everything. He's a fucking doctor. He's a fucking doctor. He's got vast like veins going out of fucking everywhere. He's good looking, straight white teeth, everything you want out of a dude, right? Now, not only that, but let me tell you something about Eli. Eli did 8 years of schooling to become a doctor, get a PhD. Then he becomes a pharmacist, making like $140,000 a year. Eli finds us on Instagram, Facebook.
So he left his doctor, like being a doctor.
So I'm about to get there. So he's a full-time pharmacist, you know, making $140,000 a year, about to like take 2 more years so he can become a doctor and make $250,000 or whatever the case may be. Now, mind you, he has his student loans. He's $250,000 in debt with student loans.
Wow.
He finds one of our guys, Drake, which is a managing partner with Insurance Elevated. Drake is an amazing recruiter. Somebody who's in a lot of my ads. You know, Drake's a lot like me. We're both Capricorns. We're both go-getters. He reaches out to Drake saying, hey man, you know, I want to work with you guys, whatever. So he was working with us part-time and doing pharmacy full-time. Now after 3 weeks, just 3 fucking weeks, he made more in 3 weeks with us than he was making in a month doing his pharmacist shit. So then he goes against, he gave up on against everything with his career. He started doing insurance, and he started calling me, asking me, man, what did you do? What did this? What did that? I had 3 phone calls with him, 3 one-hour phone calls, and I said, bro, this is what I did the first time. Here's how I progressed. Here's how I excelled. Here's what I used.
Every step of the way.
Boom, 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 right? And Drake also gave him like his recruiting. Boom, boom, boom. Now Eli makes $75,000 a month. He's our number 1
Amazing.
agent in the entire organization. He has about 17 agents under him. he's so good that I admire him. Like, I'm just like, dude, you took what I
Does he
did.
remind you of you?
He reminds me of me, but better.
Wow.
Bro, I watch him and like, bro, he's better.
See the potential he has.
He's $100 million man and he doesn't even know it yet. He doesn't even know it yet. Like, he really doesn't.
Hey, now you know. Now you know.
Yeah. He does. I'm
Now
telling
you
you.
know.
I'm telling you, he's $100 million man.
Wow.
I'm serious.
So what do you think? Why do you think he hits the goals that he does compared to everybody else?
Well, first of all, he wears a fucking doctor coat in all of his text messages. He sends a video, doctor going. So who the fuck is not going to listen to a doctor? Who the fuck is not going to listen to a doctor? So that's his first plus, right? Second, he's fucking good looking. He used to play for Ohio State. He uses all of this.
So does he use a lot of the referrals? His own.
He has
works
his,
within his own
bro.
community?
He has his own referral link that says Dr. Goins referral link where people can fill it out.
So he has his own network.
He will pay them $150 per referral, and they fill it out, and they put their name. And when referrals get sent to him, he just pays it out based upon who put their name, and he closes the deal. And when he gets paid, he pays.
He has his
bro,
own
he's
strategy
smart
how
as
he does it.
fuck, bro.
That's good.
Like he's just somebody that when you speak to him, he's dissecting everything that you say, and he's gonna make it 10 times better. I swear to God.
That's the type of people you want to have on your
Hey,
team.
and he's on my team. He's on my team. But that's what I attracted. You know why? Because I never defaulted on my word. I told him, Eli, you're gonna do this, you're gonna make this, you're gonna make this, and we're gonna bring you here, we're gonna bring you here. And I never defaulted. So he
followed through.
followed through.
It's good, man. It's good when you don't overpromise to people, and I learned that.
You have to under promise and over deliver.
Exactly. Yeah. With numbers.
With numbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're 27. You're 20. So no. Let me ask you a question. You've been asking me all these fucking questions, and you got me lit.
Oh,
you got me lit.
No, we're about to finish this bottle to ourselves,
man.
dude.
Hey.
You cracked that bottle, didn't you?
Nah, you cracked the bottle, bro. Stop it. No, I'm gonna ask you a question right now, Mo. So you're 27 years old, right? You're 5 years younger than me. You're making as much, if not more, than me, right?
Yes,
So, what the fuck told you at 17 years old? Because I know I can relate, but how can you make everybody watching this relate to a 17 years old? Like at 17, bro, the only thing that made me feel that way was because of what I went through with my family and everything that happened. If you don't have that same story, what at 17 made and drove you to doing what you do now? You said you have 10 years of experience. Now you have a 20,000 square foot wholesale office. You have a content room, a podcast room. You have a liquor room. You have a bathroom.
I love this guy. Right?
What the fuck made you do all of this? You didn't have to, man.
To be honest, bro, it was just having the right mentorship. My older brother definitely played a big role in my life. Showed me like how to sell, how to do everything that I know today, and I feel like he saw the vision and saw a younger version of him.
So you guys are like
20 years older.
Are y'all competitive in any way?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's 20 years older, so he's a lot wiser than I am. He's already made all the mistakes that I could be doing. He's always told me, hey, don't do this, don't do that. But I had to do those mistakes to understand. Like, I'm the type of guy that I can't have you fucking tell me, yo, you can't do that. Like, I'm going to have to fuck up to understand, So, it first started as a smoke shop, being a salesperson. I made people interested to buy the products that they buy, showed them why they need to buy it, things like that, upselling and things like that.
So enlighten me on what are your specialties within the smoke shop? 3 things. Give me 3 things that you specialize in within the smoke shop.
Everything.
Give me 3.
You come in.
Give me 3.
All right. So I feel like for our franchise, you come in and it's not the standard smoke shop first. A lot of people, when they think of smoke shop.
Oh, let me stop you there. So for your franchise, so you're allowing others to come into Lifted, invest, and open up.
Yep.
First off,
Oh,
let's just tackle that first.
Yeah, for sure.
So even I'd be interested in something like this, just because of your foundation is so much stronger.
Yeah, everything we did, the concept works. So going back to what I was saying is that people think of a smoke shop and they think of somewhere scary where you can't bring your kids. It's kind of dirty, or it's a small store. It's not very.
Well, I mean, there is a girl with her ass hanging out right there with
That's
the
the
USA
content.
flag.
Like, we want you to come in. You can bring your kids. It's a nice atmosphere. It's clean.
No wonder there's a lock on the door over here, man. That's why you got 7 cameras over here, Mo.
I think we created that great concept, and it's been very successful when it comes to profits and losses and things like that. And I feel like
are you an open book with that, with the franchises?
Yeah.
Profits, losses, like childhood.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, we're pretty clear on that.
Okay. You know what's funny, man? When I first, so we didn't know each other that well. I was in Miami for New Year's at Club Space, Johnson. You know, I was fucked
Space.
up. We had a great time, Club Space. Christian, you remember you were there. So when I went to go get tacos the next day in the corner in Biscayne or whatever, Lifted fucking smoke shop,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, we're there.
Bro, I was
We're
like, this is fucking Lifted right here.
We're in Miami, baby. We're everywhere.
That's how I knew. I was like, Mo's got something that
Bro,
nobody
you know that
else
little
has.
ass store? I paid $250,000 and it was half of that size.
Bro.
And there was no inventory in there. And you know what? It's a great location though.
Oh, phenomenal!
I mean,
That's the first place I stopped for tacos. Now I gotta get a suck stick. so I'm funny, right? So anybody who does vapes, I call them suck sticks. You know, because I don't personally do them. However, I do know everybody has their vices, and I'm not one to tell you I'm fucking perfect, right? I got a lot, right? I'm sucking on some fucking tequila and Red Bull right now. So who am I to talk shit about a suck stick? I'm serious, bro. But what you've done, right, with branding, Lifted, like I feel like Lifted is everywhere. And it's only, 3, 4, 5 places?
Yeah.
But I think it's everywhere. Yeah. Just because of the way you do.
It was actually a lot bigger than that. So it came out to like 20 locations, and what we did.
So is that why I'm like subconsciously thinking?
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Where else? Because I feel like I've seen them
everywhere. We're actually in Orlando, Miami, and then we actually have another franchise. It's called Highways, which is in Tampa, fucking Palm Bay, Melbourne.
Okay.
They're like everywhere.
So let's talk about Palm Bay. Let's talk about.
It's actually.
So I just got invited to a private equity lending group in Palm Bay. You know, because when you have cash flow, you want to put it somewhere tangible.
Places.
Palm Bay is the fastest growing city,
especially in real estate.
In real estate, right? So there's this community, and I think I need to talk to you. I should not put this out here right now. No.
Let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about that. But Palm Bay is
it's a good spot.
Yeah.
It's a good spot. That's potential.
Yeah.
Does Melbourne fuck though?
They fuck. Melbourne fucks. Palm Bay definitely fucks.
What about Miami?
Miami's a fuck ton of fucks.
You know, it's crazy, bro. It's incredible how like two entrepreneurs connect again.
I think it's a mutual respect thing. I think, Mo, it's a mutual respect thing. I think that I was in a dark place, right?
So was I, bro. Like, you think I wasn't? I was going through a breakup too, blowing mad money, fucking mad bitches.
So Mo, let's talk about this. So October last year, when I first met you, I was in downtown Orlando. I was building my business. I was 6 months in, and shit wasn't working. Facebook fucked me up. People leveraged me. People betrayed me. Everything that happened. So I was going out a lot, man. And one of those nights, I happened to meet you. And I was, on not even tequila, bro, because tequila I get happy. I'm like more spunky.
I think we were drinking some Tito's.
Tito's. It was Tito's. And I was a little bit like more. I had animosity towards everybody or whatever the case may be, and it was towards you, and it was for no fucking reason. It was my assumption. So. Like, what were you going through at that time? So you tell me you were going through the same shit. So talk to me about that. Talk to me, because I came here that night and this shit looked good from when you first had it. Not even now. Like, it's great.
I feel like at that time it was a big change in my life. I used to have my brother by my side, and we kind of parted ways. And we used to have a lot of stores and going through a big change in my life when it comes to business. And also I used to have a girlfriend of 2 years, so I was going through a breakup. And then finding myself again. Like, when you go to a club after a breakup, it's like you need to adjust. You need to find yourself. You're like, yo, this is a handsome motherfucker right here. He's gonna fuck tonight. So you gotta find that drive again. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we were at.
Fucking regardless.
And you know what? But at that time, I feel like where we met was our prime. Single era, just enjoying life, you know. So I think we were both kind of in that same stage.
Yeah, but I think I was more on that hatred, anger, you know, towards
I
anybody.
feel like I was lost, angry. I don't know what the fuck I felt, you know, because when you're single and you're just like, you don't know what you want in life, and you're just going at it. You're going out every night. You're not really focused on your work just because you're so caught up on going out and staying
You know why you're caught
hungover.
up on going out? Because like when you're going out, you it's a facade.
You take it to the extreme, though.
You do. You know
It's
why?
like, yo,
Because we
if
are
me and you see each
extremists.
other at the club, bro, we're gonna be the ones across from each other at the bar and be like fucking balling. Like you want to
Exactly.
make sure that section is fucking popping, you know?
Bro, how many times, right, have I been in Orlando and I've been like, yo, these motherfuckers.
You know, but I don't do that in Miami anymore.
Oh, you
Because you can go and you buy a
Am I right?
$20,000 table, and the guy right across paid $200,000,
Yeah, they can
and has
suck
like
my ass for
$100
that.
grand for fucking like one to throw. So
Yeah, they can suck-
you don't fuck around with
why
that in
they
Miami.
can suck my ass in Dubai for that $200,000 table? Because half of them ain't work for it.
No,
they
no,
got
yeah.
tigers and cheetahs and shit in their backyard from their daddies. I'm serious. They got tigers and cheetahs and fucking lions.
They got the
panthers
wealth.
and all this shit because of your daddy.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love generational wealth, but I love how you earned it.
Yeah.
Love
Of
how you
course,
earn it.
bro. Of course.
Right? Like I come from nothing.
Yeah, that's what made me interested to have you on this podcast, bro, because I feel like I wanted to know your background and how you came up. And I feel like the story, and people are going to see this podcast and feel a lot more connected to you, especially when you make your content. They're going to be like, you know what? This guy went through this and this and this and this and this, and now he's making it happen.
But I don't want anybody to feel sorry for my
No,
story.
no, that's not what I'm saying.
So when people resonate with what I say, right? It's just that everybody, they encounter trials and tribulations. They do, no matter what, they encounter them. And I feel like some people either use it to be a product of their environment, right? You're either a product of your environment or you're a product of fucking circumstance. I'm a circumstantial motherfucker. I'm going to put myself in a circumstance that I know I can be successful in. And I've always been that way. No matter who I'm with, no matter what I've done, no matter how much money I've lost or won or anything like that. The one thing I'm good at is networking. Now, if you ask any billionaire, now I know a few of them. I know a few billionaires. And I've talked to them. And there's actually a billionaire last night that offered me some money for my company. Now, let me tell you something that every single billionaire that I've talked to has told me. The number one thing that has gotten them to a billionaire is not thinking about their past, but only thinking about their network that can get them to where they
To the next
wanna
level.
be. That's it. That's it. They don't dwell on the past. They don't think about the future. They think about the people that are with them right now that can put them where they need to be on the next level.
Do you feel like the 5 people that are closest to you make you more successful?
Absolutely, bro. Without my 5 people, I wouldn't be where I'm at. See, that's the difference.
Mentorship.
I'm glad you asked that question, Mo. What about you? Do you think
Oh,
the
yeah,
5
definitely.
people that you have put in a position to win?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like the 5 people that I look up to made me who I am today. Because I look up to them and I learn from them. I listen to them.
Okay, so
You know-
so let's talk about all the people that say Mo is selfish. Mo
Oh,
is
a
only
lot of
about
people.
himself, right?
A lot of people.
Same thing here. So the fact that you have even changed the lives of 5 people that have so much close access to you to tell you when you're doing wrong or when you're doing right, that should tell you more than anybody or anything could ever tell you,
100%.
right?
I agree.
That's what I believe. So there's people in my life, right, that when I'm doing wrong, and I tell them, man, if I'm doing this wrong, tell me right now. But here are the facts. So I'm funny. Mo, and
Oh, bro, you made me. You're fucking hilarious, bro.
So I'm about to teach y'all something right now. I'm about to teach you something so
Another
vital,
fact, bro.
So
I
vital
think, yo,
to
honestly,
your life.
you need
I
to start
promise.
charging people, bro.
I do.
We might have to OnlyFans this shit,
We
bro.
might have to $25 a subscription month after
Let's
month.
go.
I love subscription. My lead company, you can only buy them off subscription. I swear to God. And if you cancel within 30 days, you got to buy
You're
the
fucked.
one-time price, which is $5 more per lead.
Fucking hustler right there. I love it.
Let me tell you guys the number one thing that I learned. Number one thing that I learned about everything in life. Everything. If you don't understand, right, your belief system, and you don't understand how far you can really go, nobody else will. So they're always going to talk shit. They're always going to say certain things.
People are going to doubt you regardless.
They're going to doubt you, man. And the people around you are always going to,
they're always going to adhere to you. They're always going to listen to what you have to say, Mo, because you have a powerful voice. You're 27 years old. You've been doing this since you were 17. You have a powerful voice. If you say, hey, guys, we're going to go in this direction, they're going to go. But your gut intelligence and your courage. So there's a thing called courage in a village. You got to have the courage first for people to understand that you are building a village off of your fucking courage, because it's your gut that told you
your vision too.
That Lifted Smoke Shop was going to be the best fucking smoke shop in the entire fucking country. Now, only you can tell yourself that. Yeah, nobody else would, because they don't give a fuck about Lift.
They don't care, bro. There's nothing. You know, one of the reasons why I don't give a fuck what people think, because at the end of the day, you know what, everybody's making money, everybody's like happy and shit. But when it comes to when shit goes down, when you have that liability and when you have those fines and you have to go through the trial and error and all those things, nobody's with you at that time. You know, everybody's already paid, they're already happy, they're home, they're on vacation. Nobody gives a fuck about, you know, all the things you have to go through to reach that level, you know. And I want to talk about that a little bit, because people are only there when you're successful. They're not there with you through the journey. And you know what? We spoke about the last 6 months when we were partying our asses off and shit like that. How many people are fucking sucking our dicks to be on our sections?
Oh.
You know, there's plenty of bitches, bro. Bitches come and go. And I'm sorry. I'm not even trying to talk shit, but like, if you're successful, you could be the ugliest man in the fucking world, and you're gonna fucking have the baddest bitch by your side.
You know what's funny?
Facts
Mo,
or not?
Mo, if you ever come to Tampa with me after the casino, I'll show you about some bitches that really love you when you got some motherfucking money. We go to Penthouse, we go to the motherfucking Ritz, we go wherever. I'll show you some bitches that are only about the money. Now, when I say bitches, because I mean bitches, I don't mean
there's
women.
Females. There's females that respect themselves.
There's females that respect themselves. Hey, you got a choice always. It's
but what about the people that come in there, just the people that pop out when you're on the top? You see that a lot, I'm sure.
We call them the bottom feeders.
Okay, let's go. Right. Talk to me about the bottom feeders a little bit.
Feeders. So, you know, so there's even when you're massively successful, right? You love all the attention. You love all the
sometimes
all the adornment, right? Like people loving you. Like you got money, nigga. I was making money last year when I was 200 grand in debt. I was still showing y'all niggas how to make 100 grand a month. 100 grand a month.
It's facts, though,
right? But I was giving half of it away. Was I not, Christian? I was giving it away just so motherfuckers could make money. Now people looking at me like, oh, this fucking white boy saying this, saying that. Let me tell you something. When I had 4 people that moved from Texas to Florida for me, and then everybody that I recruited left to go join all these other teams because they thought Eric was too selfish, Eric was too this, Eric was too that. And then when I built everything, and now, Rob, what do we have? The #1 insurance lead company in the entire fucking world, right? We do. We have the #1. It's the most profitable. Right, my EBITDA is so strong that if I wanted to sell right now, it'd be probably 30 million.
Do you think you see your company going like public one day? If it had its
no,
if you had the right opportunity,
no,
would you?
You know why? Because I see myself being bought out by a company
that will take it public,
that has not went public yet, and I will take so many of their shares, being that I am the opportunist and I am the one that did all the motherfucking shit. And I'm the one that gave. And here's the thing.
Can I pre-buy some shares right now?
Go ahead.
All right, let's go.
Pre-buy. So let me tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you. I should not be talking about this on camera because this is a non-disclosure agreement. No, I can be very general. But I had a very influential NBA team owner offer me a certain amount of money last night. And I showed you the text message, didn't I? I showed him the text message. NBA owner, right, offer me. Because what we're doing, Mo, and you're doing the same thing, we're on social media. We're figuring out how the fuck TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook really
the new generation of the media.
The new generation. Now, you're with a new generation type of thing, like vaping, smoking, and all that. Now, I'm with insurance that has been so outdated for so long, that I'm creating a new ambiance, a new way of saying, fuck you, bitch, get insurance. That's what I'm doing. I'm in ads.
But you're doing it so clean and so smooth and so aggressive but yet so professional. You know, and that's what makes you like land that deal at the end of the day. And a lot of other things that I'm not even talking about right now.
So let me tell you something because you were talking about that shit earlier, about an acquisition, right? So let me tell you guys something about mergers and acquisitions. What they want to look at is your EBITDA, right? Your profitability per month. How profitable are you? Above from everything. All the like, you know, it says on my MX, it says West Shore Bar and Grill. That's actually Penthouse.
Doesn't say.
On my account's like, what the fuck is all this West Shore Bar and Grill? I'm like, that's Penthouse, bro. I keep taking money out, charging me $100, whatever. But I'll tell you what these motherfuckers care about. They care about profitability. That's all they care about. So if you make $500,000 in a month, they want to see if you make $260,000.
They want to see the net.
Yeah, they want to see the net. So let's say if we make $500,000.
Oh shit, okay. He's pulling out the calculator.
Yeah, let's just
on some Don Julio. So
yeah, let's just say $500,000. Let's just say $500,000 brings.
Let's say $250,000.
Okay. $250,000 net, right? Times 12. Now with insurance, you're in an 8x multiple for EBITDA.
Guess how much that adds up to?
Right. Times 12.
No, don't even tell them those numbers, bro. Everybody's gonna end up ending their career enjoying fucking Elevated right now.
Hey.
Stop, bro. Don't spill it.
Hey.
You don't want to spill those numbers out there.
What the fuck is your shit doing down here, bro?
How are you gonna blame that?
Oh, I know what it does. Yo. All right. It's been the whole time I've been like, why is it sitting on my goddamn knee? Oh, if I was any better, I'd be you.
I think we covered a good amount of questions. I feel like I went back to back to back, and I feel like he's gonna get that payback.
He feels like I've had a half a bottle of Don Julio, so he needs to end the conversation.
You know,
he feels like.
And I feel like I'm gonna end up going in his podcast. You guys stay tuned. He's gonna fucking be podcasting, doing all kinds of crazy content. So
at the end of the day, let me say something, Mo. You're 27. I'm 32. I came from Polk County, Florida, Haines City, selling drugs, selling bootleg Air Forces, doing whatever I had to do to make it work. Okay. And now I'm here with 240 people that genuinely care about what I say each and every day. And you have a 20,000 square foot office. You're wholesaling. You have a podcast room, a content room. You have a fucking multiple retail shops. The fact is, guys, this is not too far gone. This is not like literally 12 months of proper execution. You could be right here doing everything that we fucking do. That's the difference. That's the difference. And that's what we're trying to entail and what we're trying to portray to all of you. This is not really hard. All you have to do is look at everybody else doing the same shit every single day, thinking that there's somebody blaming the entire world on the shit that they didn't do. And all you got to do is do it.
You got to do it your own way too.
That's it.
Don't try and do it on somebody else's flow. Just do what everybody else does, but find your own flow and just run with it, you know? And you know what? Just start. Don't wait for that right moment. Just go ahead and fucking get started on it. If you want to do something, start today. Start tomorrow. And even if you don't have everything to get started, start.
You want to sell vapes? You want to fucking wholesale?
Hey, if any of my retail employees go to Elevated, come on, man.
If any of my Elevated employees go to fucking Lifted,
you know, they're both very successful, you know. But we have to, you know what? It's okay.
Hey, he's got 5 years on me. I'm not going to lie. He's got 5 years.
No.
He's got 5 years.
We're making it happen, though.
But I got a tattooed hairline, so I look young enough. I've been condom free since.
You know, I was thinking about rocking my chain, bro, but I'm glad I didn't. No, now we'd be twinning.
Hey, you should have rocked the chain. I know the bracelet matched the chain. Listen, I got a jeweler. I'll tell you.
Tell me about the jeweler.
And I ain't even have my. Hey, Christian, you supposed to pick my other Rolex this weekend.
He's supposed to. He's showing off right now, you know. But you know what? He deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves to brag about it. He earned it. And you know what? He could talk all the shit he wants. Yeah. And you know what? If you could put up those numbers and you can be on top, then talk your shit.
And if you can hate, you deserve these nuts.
I can't.
Hey, hold on. Put it back. Put this back on real quick.
Shit, bro.
Yo, we're almost there. You know what? I swear to God, bro, he opened this bottle.
No, the fuck I
No, but it's not just him, bro. It's me and him.
Hey,
you know what? It was a good podcast. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and
let's fucking fuck.
Yo, but make sure you go ahead and follow Elevated Eric.
And fuck.
And the page. What else you got there?
All right, I'm done. Oh, shit, you can't even fucking post half this shit.
This is gonna be the funniest podcast anybody has ever seen in their life. We need to end it, Eric.
Oh shit! Oh man!
I need an ending, bro. I need the ending.
All right, let's do an ending.
You
NDA, bro. My NDAs, bro. Motherfuckers still be trying me. All right, let's go. All right, I got in trouble earlier, guys. We gotta fucking redo this.
This is definitely gonna be in the credits, though.
All right, let's end it.
Hey, thank you guys for watching. We got
Elevated Eric. Listen, guys, I've been because of
Listen, he's spilling fucking cheese right now.
Listen,
yeah,
guys,
don't blame me for that bottle, bro.
And don't blame either of us. The fact that we gave you as real as what we gave you tonight should be the fact that you should listen to us every single episode. I'm telling you, Mo invited me on his podcast without knowing too much about me. He's been realizing what I've been doing on social media. Vice versa. I just don't even have a fucking podcast room like this yet.
Bro, so, and you know what? You guys should watch his content because I swear to God, even though I don't relate to his industry, I can relate from the content he's putting. And I'm learning from things he does every single day. And a lot of the things he said in this podcast, I can take that and I can use it in my world, So make sure you check him out. I'm just as lit as you.
Listen, Mo's the problem for our litness. However, I will tell you this. Mo's 27 years old. He runs a multi-million-dollar smoke shop, right? Lifted smoke shop. When I was in Miami, I was getting tacos one day. I seen this motherfucker smoke shop right beside the taco shop. So obviously he's expanding. And I seen that and it meant something to me. Okay, so when he asked me to get on his podcast, it meant something. And I will say we've been drinking, we've been having fun. And the fact that we can drink, have fun, and do what the fuck we want to do, it just goes to show you, like, entrepreneurship is fun.
It's worth it. It's worth all those.
So please listen to what we say. Please learn from it. And if you ever need anything at all, reach out to him, reach out to myself, and we'll be glad to help you. I promise.
Wow, bro. You been practicing?
Bro,
you're just like naturally just good at this shit, man.
Preach. This is my first, maybe second, maybe third, maybe fourth podcast.
Oh, man. It's making me look bad now. Yo, I appreciate you guys for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and drop some comments. Let us know whatever you need. And if you guys are looking for a good job that pays well, make sure you hit up Eric.
If you want to fucking fuck, you either lift or you either go to Elevated. That's it.
Appreciate you guys for watching.